Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're looking at something that is literally flipping aerial videography upside down. We are unpacking the anti-gravity A1. If you've ever flown a drone, you know the drill. They're incredibly powerful, often very expensive tools built for capturing super specific, highly calculated shots. But the A1, it's shifting that entire mindset. This is a completely new, incredibly fun take on aerial recording that pulls us way back from those standard high-stress piloting tools. It is, honestly, an absolute blast.
So let's start with a feeling I'm pretty sure a lot of us know all too well. Have you ever brought your drone in for a landing, popped out the memory card, loaded it up, and realized, oh man, you totally missed the perfect shot? Traditional drone flying comes with this very specific, unique kind of stress. You've got this ticking clock of battery anxiety in the back of your head, and you're trying to do two incredibly difficult things at the exact same time. You're simultaneously piloting a flying machine through three-dimensional space, while also acting as a camera operator trying to frame up that buttery smooth cinematic shot. It is a lot to juggle in the moment.
Part 1. The gimbal problem and the 360 pivot. Okay, let's dive into how the A1 actually solves this high-stress piloting issue.
To really grasp how clever this integration is, let's contrast the two setups. Think about your standard drone. The core of the whole operation is the gimbal, that delicate little mechanical arm holding a single camera that you have to meticulously tilt and pan while you fly. With those standard setups, you are forced to be both the pilot and the camera operator simultaneously. You're desperately trying to nail that perfect sliding shot while making sure you don't back into a tree. High stress, right? But with the A1 system, the gimbal is thrown out the window entirely. By pivoting to 360-degree technology, you are just the pilot. You simply fly the drone. Because it's capturing a massive 360-degree sphere of everything around it, the actual camera operating happens entirely in post-production. It totally shifts the experience from high stress to high fun.
And this introduces a massive paradigm shift in how we think about videography. Fly now, frame later. This is the ability to capture a full 360-degree sphere of video while you're in the air, and then choose your exact perfect camera angle and framing later on, safely sitting at your computer. It completely eliminates the intense pressure of having to nail the shot perfectly during that tiny 15-minute window you're actually up in the sky. You literally just focus on getting creative with where you fly.
Moving on to Part 2, a flying 360 camera. Let's actually take a look at the hardware making this wild concept a reality.
Right off the bat, when you look at the A1, you'll notice there is no camera gimbal anywhere to be found. Instead, it uses two lenses, one slapped right on the top of the drone and one right on the bottom. And fun fact, these are actually the exact same sensors and lenses used on the Insta360 X5. So let's walk through how this works step by step. Step 1, you take to the sky and those two lenses capture massive spherical video. Step 2 is where the absolute magic happens. Just like normal 360 cameras have that invisible selfie stick trick, the A1 software perfectly stitches the top and bottom fleets together. It completely hides the drone's body and the spinning propellers from the final image. The drone essentially turns into an invisible selfie stick floating in the sky. And finally, step 3, you frame up the exact shot you want in post-production.
Now, to give you all that framing flexibility in step 3, the A1 needs some serious resolution. It records this giant orb of 360-degree video in 8K resolution at 30 frames per second. Now, just to be super clear on what the source material is saying here, because this is an entire 360-degree sphere, you can't just slice out a flat 8K screenshot. It doesn't work like that. But capturing the initial file in 8K gives you a massive amount of visual real estate. It gives you all the flexibility you need when you go to crop and frame your final standard aspect ratio video later on.
But beyond just raw specs, the A1 packs in some incredible smart features. First up is Sky Genie, which automatically orbits a subject you choose. Simple, but super effective. Then there's Deep Track, which is absolutely phenomenal for shooting cars. Drones and cars are a match made in heaven, and with Deep Track, you literally just fly in a straight line, match the car's speed as best you can, and the software automatically tracks and frames the car for you, no manual keyframing required. And lastly, there's Sky Path. This records your flight path so the drone can repeat it in real time while someone else wears the goggles. It creates a super trippy, shared floating experience.
Which brings us to Part 3, redefining drone controls. And this brilliantly illustrates the ripple effect of this technology.
Think about it. Because the 360 camera is capturing absolutely everything in all directions, at all times, the way we physically control the drone had to completely evolve. Traditional twin-stick controllers rely on years of heavy muscle memory to pull off complex camera moves. So it's totally natural to be a little skeptical when you're handed the A1's alternative, which is a single, intuitive joystick. But the joystick totally validates itself here. Since manual camera maneuvering during flight is completely obsolete with the setup, you literally just point the joystick where you want to go, press the trigger, and fly. You can even use these cool dynamic wrist turns for tighter maneuvers in sport mode. It is wildly intuitive.
And that leads us to the actual sensation of flying this thing. The source material describes the incredibly immersive first-person view, or FPV experience, as feeling like a bird flying through the park or a mini jet. Because of the A1's OmniLink transmission, you can fly the drone straight forward, but physically move your own head to look left, right, up, or down with complete freedom. And you don't even have to worry about crashing while looking away. If you look off your flight path, a picture-in-picture safety window pops right up so you always see exactly what's directly in front of the drone.
Now, what's really interesting here is the tech packed into the FPV goggles themselves. We're talking a massive 90-degree field of view, which is the widest available in any flying FPV goggle, plus a super crisp 2560 by 2560 resolution per eye. They've got one-tap defogging and a pass-through vision mode so you can instantly see your actual surroundings if someone walks up to you. But the real standout feature? That customizable exterior screen. It actually lets bystanders see exactly what you are seeing inside the goggles in real time, which totally solves that awkward isolation you usually get when flying FPV.
All right, part 4, specs, quirks, and realities. Time for a quick, impartial reality check. Let's lay out the core specs. First up, weight. It comes in at exactly 249 grams. That is the magic number to stay regulatory compliant almost everywhere, which is huge. Next, storage. You get 20 gigabytes of internal storage. This is an absolute lifesaver of a safety net if you ever forget your SD card at home. Finally, battery life. You're looking at 24 minutes standard or up to 39 minutes with the extended version. Now, 24 minutes might sound pretty average, but remember, because you aren't burning battery life stressing over nailing the perfect camera angle, that 24 minutes of pure flight time actually feels way longer and is much more productive.
But of course, there are some software realities we need to talk about. As impressive as the stitching is at hiding the drone, the source material notes that to the trained eye, there is this ever so slight smudge on the horizon of your footage. Basically, this is the seam where the software is stitching the top and bottom lenses together. Most of the time, you aren't going to notice it at all, but the source advises being a bit careful when recording subjects positioned perfectly on that exact horizon line because that's where the stitch might become visible.
There are also a couple of physical and social quirks to keep in mind. On the physical side, the FPV goggles are definitely a bit front-heavy because of the displays. The source material mentions wishing for an extra strap up at the top to distribute the weight more evenly, especially if you're flying multiple batteries. And on the social side, well, this is just a reality of the tech. If you're standing in a public park wearing lit-up video goggles, you might look a bit crazy to anyone walking by. You just have to be ready to explain what you're doing to curious bystanders.
So, which brings us to our final thought. With the anti-gravity A1 shifting aerial videography completely away from highly technical, stressful manual camera operation and moving it toward this immersive 360-degree high-fun creator experience, we really have to ask, does the future of videography mean never having to actually point a camera again? By letting you just capture the entire sky and make all your directorial choices later from your couch, the A1 makes an incredibly compelling case that the future of filming is simply flying. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and I will catch you on the next one.